Oh my god, not more cringe. Quick disclaimer, before anything starts in this video, I am incredibly sick, but I decided I really want to push out an upload. Welcome back to a new episode of the Chronicles of Scam. A lot of the times with videos like these, I can see them coming from a mile off. This one, I have to say, I didn't see coming. I never thought I'd have to make a video like this. This team is XenGGs, 14.2k followers on twitter.com. This young man would be Vertek. Vertek actually made my old stream package, and it's one that I used for many months, so I can only credit him. Great designer, lovely guy. What I've seen is that he was asked to make a pitch deck for XenGGs, and he agreed on a fee of $25. There'll be more info like this later on. You'll get to see the actual offer, etc. in screenshots, but the story as it's told, offered 25, that offer got doubled then by Xen to 50, which then got doubled again to 100, because he was planning on having him change it bit by bit over a few months. Or at least that's what he says. He offered him $100 for a few months' work, that's absolutely fucking brutal. That's terrible for any designer. But in the end, the Xen owner guy, who was supposed to pay Vertek, blocked him on twitter.com. Or, well, on everything apparently, which is interesting to say the very least. So just to quickly read through this set of DMs, this is the actual offer by Xen lads. They initially agreed on $25, which they talk about. Is everything else good? Power Rankings tournament page and contact me. I'll pay you $100 for this deck to make it worth your time. A 4 times increase from where we started at 25. Are you sure? That's so much money. Vertek is very humble. He didn't want to. In fact, I wanted to give you an idea. Vertek made me a stream package. I wanted to use it. He didn't want me to pay him at all. But I ended up paying him in the end. But this kid didn't want anything at all. He just loves doing what he does. Then he goes, from me, my pocket, I'm positive. I appreciate you. This is really important to me, and as long as you make it perfect, I am fine. Vertek says, I'll try my best. I'm going to have to go back and make some changes with you, but I'll pay you $100 to make it worth your time. How's everything else though? Just finishing off, literally coming to the end of his work. Today is the 18th, that was on the 6th of December. Awesome, does that make you feel better? That I'm finishing. By the way, can you send me the contact info again, please? And then he goes, no, does it make you feel better that I'll give you $100 rather than 25 or 50? Kind of odd that he's kind of asking specifics. Do you think you'll feel better if I was to give you more money? A bit strange to me, really. Now, to be honest with you, I have no idea if you can see what I'm seeing right now, but I'll read it to you nevertheless. So here's Laz saying, okay, so you did one. That's not worth an extra $50 to $75. This is Laz going back on his word, saying he was going to give $100 and have a few micro changes here and there, and now it's back to 25 to 50. That is shady as fuck. Also, always telling me I want to stick with Xen forever as they're going to be huge, then always with the excuses. Now telling me you're leaving Xen. How much do you want to give me then? What other work have you done related to me paying you for the extra $50 to $75? Vertek says, I've done a 14-page pitch deck for you. Laz again goes, I understand that and I will pay for you like I said it would. You agreed to do it for $25. I offered to double it since you were doing good, which makes it $50. What else have you done for the other $50 to make it $100 is what I'm saying. To which Vertek shows him his own DMs where he said, here's $100 for doing the pitch deck. We had a call and I made it clear and have said it multiple times, dude. Stop acting like you don't remember. I spoke to you on a call and told you all of this. I have also messaged you multiple times about it and you knew that. Confused why you're trying to snake me when I was trying to be extra generous. No, basically, he's offered $100. I think he's realised, I'm paying $100, and then he's left. It's your word against yours. It's not snaking. I've never asked for money, and you did this off your own free will. You added that randomly on, and I never agreed to it. You kind of pushed it onto me long to go with it. Me, you, and my manager were going to a group chat. I believe Vertek called me his manager, but it's just, me waving. Or it might have been Kicks, I have no idea. I never pushed you onto it. If you didn't agree, you easily could have said no. Vertek says, I won't say anything from now, we will talk tomorrow. Now, this final bottom piece here, I did it on my own free will to be nice, you're 100% right. But if you're leaving, you're not going with the deal, so therefore you're declining, which is fine. No, that's not how it works. You offer, he accepts. He can't decline after the acceptance. And especially when he's been doing the work all the while, you pay him in full. We don't have to pay you the extra $50 then. I will pay you $50 for the media deck, and that'll be it. If you don't want to accept the other $50 to help me out with other stuff, you're allowed to decline. I am fine with that. That wasn't the initial offer. The initial offer was completely different. It was the $100 to say thank you and for micro changes to the pitch deck. But of course, that's never the same story. That's because Laz is a liar. I will pay you 50. Just find it funny how you're trying to claim that I pushed you to accept another $50 to help out other work. You accepted, and we're more than thankful. Funny that you tried to claim I forced you to accept another $50 to help you out. Laz, you're fucking waffling, fella. Waffling. What I found out quite quickly as well, though, was that Zen are really, really odd manipulators. Zen were also supposed to be supposed to be backing a $5,000 tournament. You'd think $100 would mean nothing in the end. Here, then, we will come to Vertex Twit Longer, which I might skim through just because it's a Jack I Go TV video. There has to be a Twit Longer. Right, recording here. I joined Zen 1 month ago and finished all work assigned to me and more. They wanted me to make a pitch deck for them, what I'll be working on for the last month, up to 20 plus hours on. Initial payment was meant to be $25. I was then told by Laz that he would double it, making the sum 50. After that, he said he would double it again, making it 100. But now, he kept on giving excuses as to why I should not be paid. And less. And then he's went and blocked on all social media platforms from Laz now. Laz has blocked him without paying him, even though Vertex has done 20 hours plus of work on a project for Zen. That is a scam. When I said I would make a statement regarding this, he said, it won't end well for me. Manipulation. These type of petty threats are what they are trying to do to intimidate me into letting this go. Intimidation. If they can afford to have $5,000 event, why can't they pay the original sum of $100 to me? That's more than fair. And then he questions Zen management, etc., which I will as well. I think my favourite part with all of this is the fact that I'll swap this back to my screen here. My favourite part about all of this is instead of addressing it like a team, they decided to try and ratio instead. And when I mean ratio, I'm pretty sure all of Zen got behind it. I'm pretty sure all of Zen got behind it to ratio to ratio Vertex when he got scammed. Even then, it was a failed ratio, which is 10 times better. It makes it even more the funnier. But imagine your team's accused of scamming, and your only response is, "You, sir, just got ratioed." Here's an example of some furthermore manipulation. Here is also an example of further manipulation because they haven't proven anything false. If anything, the only reaction they've given to it is ratioing it. This kid's 14 or 15, by the way, as I didn't know this until afterwards, and I called him a massive pedo. Yeah, I might actually stick with, I think he's a massive pedo. If a team like Zen, who are in contact with as much money as they claim to be, if they're moving stuff here and there and everywhere, they should be able to pay $100 to avoid a PR nightmare in the form of a designer making tweets about them. But of course they won't do that, and they'll try and manipulate it to say as though, well, maybe he's just a bit crazy. No, Zen owe Vertex $100, and if he's not paid $100, Zen is a confirmed scam. From doing a bit of surface research as well, I don't believe Zen are a registered team at all. I believe they're just an Instagram clan who've made their way to Twitter.com. I will strongly recommend that anyone with any involvement with Zen gets out of there ASAP, because it's a shit show being run by kids by the looks of things. Laz, if you really have the information that you say you have, put your money where your mouth is, and by the 20th of December at 6 p.m. GMT, which is English time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time, hopefully Vertex will have all of his money. If he doesn't, then I'm just going to do some more digging, and I can guarantee you, if you've done it once to one designer, there's going to be a whole plethora of other people that you've decided to try and scam. I've already received various DMs of other people corroborating stories where it seemed a bit odd or poor interaction or low payments, or delayed payments at that. But I want to make sure, if you really do care about your business, business, like you claim to, be sure to pay Vertec the $100. You have, well, as of when I'm going to premiere this video, it's probably going to be at 5 p.m. UK time. So you have the guts of 50 hours to come up with the cash to pay Vertec. If you don't, we'll start doing some more digging, baby. Kinda crazy how I can have shite to me right and a mattress to me left, and Zen are still more shambles than I am. Avoid the PR nightmare. Pay Vertec. Stop trying to manipulate your community. No one's buying it. And finally, please finally, why do you have a 15-year-old talent acquisition manager? Hopefully this will be the last you'll hear of me talking about Zen. If you like these sort of videos, be sure to like, sub, comment on a team you think I should dig into more as well. Tweet at me your thoughts on the video, and just remember to like this video because Zen are going to try and ratio it. And god damn it, there's nothing I'd hate more than to get ratioed. Please guys, don't let me get ratioed. Anything but a ratio.